Alright, so what's going on, guys? We got another Beastars tier list. This time, we're gonna do Beastars women, fuck, marry, kill. So as you can see, I got a list of women here from Beastars, and I'm just gonna put them in one of the categories that I outlined. And with that said, let's get right into it. So first on the list, we got Azaki. Now, she's a female red deer. She was the one that was set to marry Lewis, and she has a very prestigious title, if you will. I believe her father was the head of a company, so she's got a lot of money, but she seems like she's kind of a bitch, maybe a bit of a man-eater, if you know what I mean. And yeah, that just seems like something I don't want to deal with. Plus, you know, in general, the herbivores kind of have flat bodies. You know, they don't really have a lot of curves to work with. You know, no butt, no boobs. So, you know, the assets are a bit lacking for Azaki. So on the plus side, you're going to be rich, but you probably won't see her a lot, so you won't have a real relationship. It will just be kind of a business relationship. And, you know, the fact that she's a bitch. So, I'm gonna say we're gonna kill her. Because, you know, venison meat's pretty tasty. Anyway, moving on. Next up, we got Cosmo. Now, Cosmo is a stripper. She strips for various carnivores at her, for a job, and that's what she does to make money. And Cosmo is an okapi, and yeah, they can weigh up to 700 pounds. Very interesting. That means they probably got a lot of junk in the trunk. But do you want to marry a stripper? Is that someone you could bring home to your family and be like, hey, mom and dad, she's a stripper, and I want to marry her. I just don't see that going down so well. So I would say you can't marry her. I wouldn't want to kill her. She's already had a hard enough life, so I guess I'd fuck her and toss her to the side like a used Kleenex. Next up on the list. Alright, so next up on the list, we got Else. She is a female goat. Now, I gotta say, in terms of like curves and assets, you know, you're not really working with much, but she is a very caring individual. She seems like she would be very receptive and very talkative, a good friend. And, you know, in a marriage, that's what you really want. Someone you can talk to, someone who can support you in your various adventures in life, and someone who's gonna be a rock, someone who's not gonna leave you or feel tempted to cheat on you with other men. So I think Else would make a very good wife. So yeah, I think that's where she's gonna go. Alright, so next up on the list, we got Legoshi's grandmother. Now, I don't believe she has a name. Now, she was found by Gosha in a back alley. She got saved by him, and obviously, as we know, Gosha fell in love and had a baby with her. Now, he got her pregnant relatively quickly, or at least that was the way it was portrayed in the manga. So, man, maybe she's like a wizard in the bedroom. Like, maybe she really knows how to rock that cock. And the fact that she was walking around in a back alley, like what the hell was she doing there in the first place? Kind of seems a little sketchy to me, so I don't know if I would marry her, and I definitely wouldn't want to kill her, so yeah, I'd probably just fuck her like Gosha did, and then have a baby and be stuck with her for the rest of my life. Oh, look who we got next. It's none other than Haru, the school slut herself. You know, I think it would be relatively easy here to say that I would just fuck her like the rest of the men at school, and that's exactly what I would do, because who the hell would want to marry someone who's so loosey-goosey with her sexuality? You just can't trust her. You know, she just, I mean, I know Legoshi's trying to reform her and turn her into a upstanding individual, but once a whore, always a whore, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so I think I would go the way of Louis, and I would just use it, and then get with Juno, because we all know that she's the top waifu. Alright, so next up we got the house mother. Now, I know what you guys are thinking, and you are absolutely correct. This girl looks like a freak in the bedroom. I mean, the fact that she has so much energy and she yells so much, man, I would just like to see how she can convert that energy and rage in the bedroom. I mean, that just sounds like a very fun time. Oh man, she'd be asking you to squeeze her tits and everything, and like just be riding your cock right into the hospital. So be a fun time in the moment. So yeah, we're gonna fuck her. All right, next up is Juno. She's basically got it all, guys. She's got the body. She's very loyal. She's an aspiring Beastar, so she has a lot of confidence. I mean, what else could you ask for? She's just drop dead gorgeous, and she knows what she wants in life. So she's a girl with ambition, and I could just never really see her cheating on you. She seems like she would just always be by your side, always trying to bring out the best in you. So Juno is a definite marry, no doubt about it. All right, so next up is Ku, and yeah, this one's very easy for me, guys. You got an absolute killer body. You know, she's very combative, a lot of energy, so you know, you just take all that energy, you put it in the bedroom, and you just have a fun time. I don't know if I would marry her for the simple fact that the height difference would be very alarming. And I just don't know if she knows how to live in a normal society. I think she's been stuck in the underworld for so long that it might be a shock to her, really. And she might sort of abandon that role. I don't know if she would make a very good mother. Now, not saying she doesn't deserve that, not saying she doesn't deserve to have a family for herself where she can just sort of live a normal life. I just think it's hard to take that combative element out of her at this point in her life. I think it's been ingrained to the point where, you know, it just might be a lost cause. But she definitely does deserve to meet a nice man who will take care of her and, you know, make a happy life for her. I just don't know if it would last very long. That's my only concern. Alright, so next up we got Legoshi's mother, Liano, and I think just like Legoshi's grandmother, you're probably just gonna wanna fuck her, because let's be honest, I mean, the way Legoshi was conceived is because she had a one-night stand with a famous Hollywood actor, so she obviously isn't very committed to having a long-lasting relationship with the guy, and the fact that, you know, she kind of abandoned her son when she was going through that transformation. I know they had some sweet moments. I know she would touch his face, and then right before she killed herself, you know, she went into the bedroom and she was kind of cuddling with him, but the fact that, you know, she couldn't accept herself. I mean, if you meet a girl and she can't accept who she is, how is she going to accept anyone else? You know, so you need someone who knows who they are, believes in themselves, and has the confidence to share that love with others. So I just don't see her as a permanent wife. But I definitely fuck her. I mean, that body, god damn, that 18 plus body, let's be very clear about that. Woo, that was something. But yeah, that's what I do. Alright, so next up we got the chicken, Legom. Now this seems like a very caring individual. Now she was a little standoffish to Legoshi. She really wouldn't talk to him in the classroom, let alone lend him a pencil. But she did care for him in the sense that she wanted to make sure that her eggs were of the highest quality via exercising and taking care of her body, that he would have a delicious egg salad sandwich. So, I mean, in that regard, she would make a very good waifu. You know, someone who cares about you and wants to see you happy. Maybe even if she doesn't display it too much on the surface, the fact that she shows it with actions is far more important. So I would say she's kind of that motherly figure. Definitely not someone you would want a one-night stand with. You know, I'm not saying she doesn't have a body or anything, you know, I'm just saying there's other characters in the show I would prefer over her. But in terms of like someone who cares about you and is gonna take care of your children, I would say she's right up there. I probably one of the best. All right, here we go. Melon's mother. Woo, this is gonna be interesting. Again, very sadistic individual. I don't know if I would want to fuck her because, the bedroom scene would be kind of interesting. Probably a lot of S&M. And to be honest with you, that's not really my thing. You know, but she did have a very nice body. So damn, it would be very tempting. I definitely would not marry her, because I feel like she's the type of woman that might kill you in your sleep. Oh man, so what is it? Kill or fuck? Man, I'd really love to fuck her, but I'm kind of scared. I don't know what she would do. I feel like blood would be involved, and I just don't want to go through that. Not my type of thing, to be honest with you guys. So I guess I'd probably kill her, considering the fact that, you know, she abused Melon and just, you know, an outright psycho. And then maybe Melon could have been adopted by a good family, and he wouldn't have turned into this murderous individual who's setting everything into chaos. So yeah, I think killing her would be a good option. All right, so next up we got the Harlequin Rabbit, Mizuchi. Now she's a bit of a bully. She was verbally attacking Haru at school. So I feel like if you would marry her, she would probably just passive-aggressively attack you all day long. Would be just generally a bitch and probably cheat behind your back, no doubt about it. Yeah, and she doesn't even seem like she would be that much fun. She's probably just gonna lay down on the bed like a stiff board and just expect you to do all the work, and then she'll just complain that you didn't do it correctly, so... Hey, I'm just gonna say I'll kill her. Alright, so next up we got Sabun. Oh man, this is a very interesting one. I mean, she's not the sexiest girl in Beastars. She does seem very nice, very caring, but she does have a bit of a darker side. When she was on the train with Legoshi, she was slapping her face, in which she was indicating that she wanted him to eat her. So a bit suicidal. Probably on some antidepressants, to be honest with you. So I don't know if that would make a good wife. You might find her in the back of the shed one day hanging from a rope. Geez, that got really dark. Yeah, so I don't know if she would be a good wife. There is some weirdness to her. The fact that she was working at the carnivore sports company and she was gesturing to Legoshi to eat her. I don't know, there's something underlying there that just doesn't sit right with me. I definitely wouldn't want to kill her, so I guess I'd have to fuck her. Yeah. It'd be a little weird though, because she's so small, but I'm sure she could make it fun. Alright, next up we got the cheetah, Sheila. Now, she was the one when she was 14. She was working at a BDSM club, but I believe she was doing it for the right reasons. If I recall, she was doing it to support herself or her family because they were in some money trouble. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I don't know if she was more so doing it to get free of her parents' like boundaries, or if she was doing it more for financial reasons. But, you know, when she turns 18, she's got a very nice looking body. You know, man, every time I see the carnivores, I just want to bang them. I'm just like, damn, they look good. And then the herbivores, I'm like, ugh. Kind of have a inclination to one species, I guess. But yeah, cheetah's got long, slender bodies, which means she probably only has like an A or a B cup at most. But she does seem like a very nice girl. Definitely nice eye candy when you go out in public. So in that sense, I mean, it would be a good wife. We don't know too much about her personality, but if she was in fact becoming a stripper because of the fact that she was trying to help her family financially, then you can kind of draw the conclusion that she is very caring and empathetic, and she'll do what it takes to sort of make sure that family life at home is the best it possibly can be. So I think in that regard, I would probably marry her. Okay, and so last up on the list, we got 10, the female wolf that's in charge of the Naragumi. And god damn, just look at that picture. I mean, shit! Those freaking breasts are just popping. And, you know, when she was fighting Legoshi, she just shoved her twat right in his face. So she's definitely not afraid to use her body. So I would say this would be very fun in the bedroom. I mean, god damn, just look at that body, and I bet you she's a freak as well. I bet you could have a fun little time, and that little eye patch she has kind of makes things a little mysterious. Kind of throws an interesting little variable in there. So yeah, I would say I'd fuck her. That's the list, guys. Let me know Beastars female you would fuck, marry, or kill. And yeah, I think I'll leave it there for now. Catch you on the flip side.